Hello everybody, this is Yoko Anime Reactions, and this is the third one in the contest. The Master of Ragnarok and Blesser of Einherjar? I don't know how they say it. How do you pronounce that word? I don't get it. Anyway, this is my review for that, episode 1. Anyway, this is supposed to be an isekai, and he was brought here for some reason, and somehow ends up, thanks to his knowledge of modern war and stuff, was able to become the patriarch of the Wolf Clan. When I was getting ready to watch this, I seriously thought that they would show, him getting brought to the world, him, freaking out, of course, and being told, what's going on by whoever brought him there. And then, him using his knowledge and everything to become the patriarch. That's what I figured would be the first episode. That's usually what it is in this type of scenario. No, they thrust us 2 years ahead of that, or 2 years after that point, I mean. And he's the patriarch, and yeah, he's out winning wars and stuff against the Horn clan, and one of them came up, who apparently was the best in their best in their clan. She called him father, and I was like, what the fuck? What happened in that 2 years? And I was like, what is going on? And they explained later that apparently anybody they take in, whether part of their tribe or part of someone they defeated or whatever, is either going to be a sibling or a child to the patriarch. What does that make the uncles of the previous patriarch? Are they still siblings to the patriarch, or are they something else, or what? Anyway, I think the guy's name is Yuto. And he still has his smartphone, which is how he was able to get the rest of the knowledge that he needed on some of the war tactics. And I'm like, how are you getting that charged? How do you have it? How does it still work in that world? And even more so, how did he call his sister in his world from that world? How is that even possible? Did the person who summoned him there, which I think is Felicia, did she enchant it or something to give it that ability or something? Because that's the only thing I could think of. And obviously he's trying to find a way to go back home. But what if it gets to the point where he doesn't want to go back, but they're able to bring her there? Because I'm sure that he misses his little sister. Because she apparently misses him enough to the point where he calls her. And when they ended up beating the Horn tribe, they took the patriarch, which apparently is a girl. Why did they call it a patriarch then? Why don't they call it a matriarch? Is it like a patriarchal type thing where the women don't really have power? Or the ability to have that kind of leadership unless it's a patriarch? I don't know. We don't get this information. Anyway, he tells her that you can either be a sibling to the patriarch or you can be the child. The child is more like lesser. It's like a servant type thing, but the sibling has more, more roles, more privileges and stuff. It's like a step above, a servant role, essentially. So he essentially tells her that if you don't join us, then the rest of your tribe is going to meet the same fate as another place, and apparently that place, she says that place got burned to the ground and the people were killed. Did that actually happen, or was that a rumor he spread around? I don't know. So she agrees to be his little sister in the process. And later on, he goes to sleep that night, and he wakes up the next morning, and his Felicia and the other girl, I can't remember what her name is, they're there to greet him, wake him up, say hello, or whatever, and he wakes up and he's got morning wood. What the fuck was he dreaming about? I don't know. But Felicia offers to, she offers to relieve that for him, but obviously, he says, no, I'd rather have breakfast. No. So, yeah. Wonder how often that happens. Anyway, they end up having the ceremony with the chalice, and I was like, how is this, what was all this? And apparently this is how they do the whole bond with, the other people thingy. I can't talk. I can't talk. I can't formulate sentences, apparently. Anyway, this is the ritual thing that they were talking about. To make her his little sister. And all she asks for in return is just to keep the people of the Horn tribe safe, essentially. She doesn't care what happens to herself, but to keep them safe. And I'm like, why would you have any reason to think that he would do anything to you or your people? He could have easily done that right at the end after he beat you guys. He could have easily done that, but no, he didn't. Anyway, they get a message, and then apparently the fortress for the Horn tribe, one of their fortresses, was attacked by another kingdom, and the former patriarch's uncles were like, why do we have to go and help them? We don't have any allegiance to them. And I'm like, dude, you just formed a bond with them. They are your allies now. Go and help them. And he essentially said the same thing. I'm not going to abandon them. So yeah, suck it. But yeah, that's what he planned to do, was to go and defend them. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you need to do to show that you are serious about, keeping everybody safe. Anyway, I will get to work on the next one, and I will upload this tomorrow. I will see you guys next time.